Hello everyone, welcome to PM Networking. In last class, I had discussed how to configure Telnet on Cisco router. And today in this video, I will discuss how to configure DHCP, DNS and HTTP server in your LAN network. How to configure DHCP, DNS and HTTP. So we will perform this practical on Packet Tracer, right? But if you haven't subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel PM Networking. Okay, let's start our session. Let me draw one topology over here, right? So we need some PCs. So I am taking some PCs, and we need three server. We need three server, one for DHCP, one for DNS and one for HTTP. Okay, so this is my DHCP server, this is my DHCP server, this is my DNS server, this is my DNS server, and this is my HTTP server, my HTTP TP server. Okay, now we need one centralized device to connect these devices together, right? So we need one switch. So let me draw one switch over here, right? Now we need to connect these all device together through switch. So let me connect these device through switch. Okay, let me connect server as well. Okay, so this is my DNS server, this is my DHCP server. Suppose the IP address I will configure to DHCP server will be 192.168.10.1 and /24. That means subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. And what will be the default gateway? So we need one router. If you want to connect this LAN network to ISPs, you need one router, right? So let me draw one router as well and connect this router to switch. Okay, and the IP address I am going to assign over here on the interface of router is 192.168.10.100. So what will be the default gateway for this user, for this device? 192.168.10.100, right? So first we need to configure this IP address on the interface of router, because if router will request for IP address to DHCP server, so DHCP server will provide IP address 192.168.10.1 or 2 or 3 or 4, not sure. DHCP server will provide 192.168.10.100. So we need to configure 192.168.10.100 on the interface of router. So we have to configure this IP address manually, right? So let me configure this IP address on the interface of router. Okay, how we can configure? No, enable configure terminal interface fast ethernet 0/0, no shutdown, IP address. What will the IP address? So IP address is 192.168.10.100. What will the subnet mask? 255.255.255.0. Enter, right? Exit. Okay, now we need to configure IP address to DHCP server and DNS server. So what will be the IP address for DNS server? Just suppose I am assigning IP address to DNS server is 192.168.10.2/24, right? So we need to configure these two IP address to the server, right? So first I am assigning IP address to the DHCP server. Go to desktop, IP configuration, and 192.168.10.1. Subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Default gateway will be 192.168.10.1. 192.168.10.100. Now DNS server IP address. DNS server IP address will be 192.168.10.2. Now we need to enable DHCP service on this server. So to enable DHCP service on this server, go to services, then go to DHCP, and you can see by default this service is off. So first we need to turn on this service. So click here on, right? Now we need to create a pool. You have to write the pool name, right? So pool name is server pool. Okay. Now default gateway IP address. Default gateway IP address will be 192.168.10.100, right? The default gateway also provide DHCP server to the machine. Okay. And DHCP server will also provide DNS IP address. So DNS IP address is 192.168.10.2, right? Now DHCP server is asking for from where IP address, from where the IP address will be a start, right? So a start IP address will be 192.168.10.3. Okay. So if I request from here, from this PC, so DHCP server will provide 10.3 to this machine, 10.4 to this machine, 10.5 to this machine. Okay. So let me check, let me save this configuration. Let me save this configuration first. Okay. Now we can request for IP address to DHCP server. So you can see you have two options here to configure IP address on the machine, on the PC. We have two options, one is static and one is dynamic. In a static, we can manually configure IP address over here, right? 192.168.10.3. But I want to configure IP address from DHCP, so click on DHCP. Just wait for a second, and you can see the IP address is assigned on the PC. So IP address is 192.168.10.3. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Default gateway 192.168.10.100. DNS server IP address 192.168.10.2. So DHCP server provide these information to this machine, right? So in the same way, you can assign IP address on PC3 as well. Click on desktop, IP address and DHCP. So here IP address is 192.168.10.4. Now configure IP address to HTTP server. So HTTP server, go to services, go to desktop, IP configuration, click on DHCP. So 192.168.10.5 is assigned to HTTP server. Okay. And default gateway is 192.168.10.100, right? So this is how we configure DHCP server in your LAN network, right? Now this PC can communicate with default gateway. Yes, let me ping my default gateway. Ping 192.168.10.100. So it's pinging, right? Now understand how DNS works, right? So what is DNS? DNS stands for domain name server. What is the use of DNS? DNS is used to resolve IP address from domain name. IP address from domain name, because it's very difficult to remember the IP address of all websites. We can remember domain name. We know www.google.com, facebook.com. But we never remember the IP address of google.com or IP address of facebook.com, right? So DNS server is responsible to resolve IP address from domain name, right? So first we need to configure DNS service on this server. So what is the IP address of HTTP server? HTTP server IP address is 192.168.10.5, I think, right? Let me check. Yes, 10.5. Okay. So IP address of HTTP server. So now we need to configure DNS service. We need to enable DNS service on this server. Go to services, then DNS, and by default the service is off. You need to turn on the service. Write the domain name, right? What is the domain name of your HTTP server, of your website? So suppose my website name is www.pmnetworking.com. Okay, and what is the IP address of www.pmnetworking.com? is 192.168.10.5 HTTP server IP address. This is my web server, right? Now we need to save this information, right? Add and save. What happened? Save name should not be empty. Okay, so you can see there is one entry in DNS server, right? So entry is domain name is www.pmnetworking.com and IP address is 192.168.10.5. So whenever this PC will search for www.pmnetworking.com, this machine will generate a message for DNS server to ask what is the IP address of www.pmnetworking.com, and DNS server will reply to client, this machine, right? So 192.168.10.5 is the IP address of www.pmnetworking.com. How? Because DNS server has entry, right? So let me enable HTTP service on this server first. HTTP service is by default on. Okay, so let me type www.web browser and write the domain name over here, right? www.pmnetworking.com and turn on simulation mode so you can see the packet. Which packet? DNS packet, right? Now hit enter. So packet, which type of packet this is? This is a DNS packet, right? Okay, 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 and now the actual request will send to HTTP server. Now DNS is resolved. This machine get IP address of www.pmnetworking.com, and now this machine will send the actual HTTP packet. Okay. And we are able to access my website, right? We are able to access my website www.pmnetworking.com. So right, we can also access by IP address directly. So IP address of HTTP server is, just wait, IP address of DSCP server is 192.168.10.5, right? So you can see through IP address I am able to access HTTP, and through domain name also I am able to access my website www.pmnetworking.com. Okay, but what happens if I turn off the DNS service? So let me check turn off the DNS service, right? Now again open web browser and type www.pmnetworking.com. Enter. Now there is no DNS server, so this machine can't access my website through this domain name. My machine can access my website through my IP address, but not from domain name, because there is no DNS. Or if there is no any DNS, then who will provide the IP address of this domain name of this website, right? So it's not possible to access my web page. Now we can access my web page by IP address 192.168.10.5. You can see, right? Through IP address I am able to access, but through domain name I am not able to access. So if I turn on the DNS service, then again we can access my website through my domain name. So what is the use of DNS server? DNS server is used to resolve IP address from domain name. Okay, so I turn on this service. Now we can access by domain name as well, right? You can see. Just wait for a few seconds. www.pmnetworking.com. So now I am able to access my website through domain name. So this is how we configure DHCP, DNS and HTTP server in my LAN network. Thank you.